Senator Obama told a crowd of voters in Missouri earlier this summer that Republicans would try to scare voters by saying he doesn't look like all those other presidents on the dollar bills. McCain's campaign manager, Rick Davis, accused the Democratic nominee of, quote, playing the race card from the bottom of the deck. A reminder that last week, Senator Obama's race was injected into this campaign by a Republican, Congressman Lynn Westmoreland of Georgia, who called both Senator Obama and his wife, Michelle, quote, uppity. Asked further if he really meant to use that word, often used in connotation with another, Mr. Westmoreland saying, quote, yeah, uppity. In our fourth story on the countdown, when I asked Senator Obama about that in passing in our interview today, and he answered my larger question, he was not, Rick Davis, playing the race card. Rachel Maddow wanted me to ask this question, so I'm doing this on her behalf because her new show is starting tonight. Given the tone that the campaign has taken, I mean, this Georgia congressman last week, Mr. Westmoreland, who called you and your wife, quote, uppity. In that context, do you regret putting the brakes on the 527 groups who would have produced or could have produced hard-hitting ads that would have been sharing your sympathies?
You know, I tell you what, Keith, I am confident that the American people, once the dust is settled, are going to say to themselves, do we really want to do the same thing we've been doing for the last 8 years, or do we want something new? I think there's a genuine sense of anxiety out there, not just about immediate economic prospects, but the sense that we are not living up to what's possible in America, that we're not delivering on the American promise. And I think that, understandably, people are saying to themselves, gosh, we like Obama, we like his message, but we haven't known him that long. Let's really lift the hood, kick the tires, you know, take him out and watch him work hard, and you know, let's take a look at these debates, and then we're going to make up our mind in mid-October. And I think that by the time this thing is all over, the contrast is going to be clear, and I believe the American people are going to make the choice for a new direction in the country, and I'm looking forward to helping to lead that.
One more campaign question. It pertains to not knowing someone or something. This is a question I have not really heard asked directly of anybody in a position perhaps to answer it, let alone answered. In your opinion, is Governor Palin experienced enough and qualified enough to become President of the United States in the relatively short-term future? Well,
you know, I'll let you ask Governor Palin that when I'm sure she'll be appearing on your show.
Sure.
But rather than focus on her resume, I just want to focus on where she wants to take the country. As far as I can tell, there has not been any area, economic policy or foreign policy, in which she is different from John McCain or George Bush. In many ways, in fact, she agrees with George Bush even more than John McCain. So if John McCain agrees with Bush 90% of the time, maybe with her it's 97%. And so the thrust of our argument is going to be that the McCain-Palin ticket is offering the same stuff that has resulted in the middle class struggling, not seeing their incomes go up, seeing their costs go up, falling deeper into debt, at risk of losing their homes to foreclosure, unable to save or retire. Yeah, those are going to be, I think, the issues that ultimately matter to the voters, and that's why I'm trying to offer to them a very clear set of prescriptions, very clear ideas about what we intend to do, how we want to change the tax code, stop giving tax breaks to companies that ship jobs overseas, give 95% of Americans tax relief, have an energy policy that is serious about climate change, is serious about weaning ourselves off of Middle Eastern oil, investing in solar and wind and biodiesel, so we've got energy independence and creating jobs here in the United States, having a health care system that makes sure that we don't have 47 million people without health insurance. That message of possibility is, I think, the one that the American people are looking for.